Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am VC Pramod with the Midday News. The headlines. India hosts High Commissioners and Ambassadors of over 60 countries at pre-launch celebration of International Year of Millets 2023. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar stresses importance of millets in food security amidst climate change and conflicts. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman holds pre-budget consultations with representatives of services sector. Home Minister Amit Shah to attend 400th birth anniversary celebrations of Ahom General Lachit Barphukan in New Delhi this evening. In FIFA World Cup today, Switzerland faces Cameroon, South Korea takes on Uruguay and Portugal clashes with Ghana. And in cricket, India takes on New Zealand in the first ODI at Auckland tomorrow. DD Sports to telecast the match live from 7 a.m. onwards. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today said that millets have an increasing relevance in the world today in the backdrop of COVID, climate change and conflicts. He was speaking at the pre-launch of India's year-long grand celebration of International Year of Millets 2023 in New Delhi. Dr. Jaishankar stressed that millets are important for food security as well as international relations. He said COVID was a period that reminded the world what a pandemic could do to food security. He said climate changes can lower production and disrupt trade. He suggested that in international relations, much greater attention ought to be given to food security. In his address, Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar said the International Year of Millets will raise awareness about the importance of millets in food security and nutrition. He said India is one of the major producers of millets. He added that millets are a climate-friendly crop which can even be grown in drought-hit areas. He said his ministry is working in a mission mode to increase millets consumption and production. High Commissioners and Ambassadors to India from over 60 countries attended the pre-launch celebration. The key objective of the event was to spread awareness about Indian millets and engage with other nations for a successful global celebration of the International Year of Millets 2023. Our correspondent reports that millets contain substantially high amounts of proteins, fibers, minerals in comparison to fine cereals like rice and wheat. Jowar, bajra, ragi, foxtail millet, buckwheat and amaranthus are some of the examples of millets. These contain many health benefits as they are gluten-free and non-allergic. Millets reduce anemia, liver disorder and asthma. Their high dietary fiber provides hunger satisfaction and helps reduce obesity and the risk of type 2 diabetes. Millets are grown in 131 countries and are a traditional food for 59 crore people in Asia and Africa. Millets are growing in popularity as a superfood in the world. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted the nation on the occasion of Lachit Divas. In a message, the Prime Minister said this Lachit Divas is special because it marks the 400th birth anniversary of the great Ahom General Lachit Barphukan. Mr. Modi said Lachit Barphukan epitomized unparalleled courage, adding that he placed the well-being of people above everything else. Home Minister Amit Shah will attend the 400th birth anniversary celebrations of Ahom General Lachit Barphukan in New Delhi this evening. The 3-day-long event organized by the Assam government began in the national capital yesterday. The aim is to sanitize the national and international audience on the heroics and patriotism of Lachit Barphukan. Talking to AIR News, Assam Handloom Minister U.G. Brahma said the Union Home Minister's participation in the celebrations today would give an impetus to the event.
Right from the beginning, the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, she came here and inaugurated the exhibition. Today is the second day, and today the Amit Shah, Home Minister of India, is coming here. And he will speak about the Lachit Barphukan and Ahom history also. I think that will be very memorable day for the Assam. By this function, nation has come to know and nation has got this ample opportunity to know about the Lachit Barphukan.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the closing ceremony of the year-long celebrations of the 400th birth anniversary of great Ahom General Lachit Barphukan in New Delhi tomorrow. In Gujarat, political leaders are on whirlwind tours across the state seeking votes for their parties. On the second consecutive day, Prime Minister and senior BJP leader Narendra Modi is leading the party's poll campaign. Addressing a rally at Palanpur in Banaskantha district today, Mr. Modi said the upcoming assembly elections will decide the future of Gujarat in the next 25 years. He also appealed to the people to set new records by voting in large numbers. Addressing a rally at Modasa in Aravali district, Narendra Modi reiterated BJP's commitment towards empowerment of tribal population in the state. During the day, Mr. Modi will address more rallies. On the other hand, Aam Aadmi Party is reaching out to people through roadshows. Party star campaigner and Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann is leading roadshows at various places in central parts of the state today. As part of Congress's poll campaign, Punjab Congress State President Amrinder Singh Raja Brar and National Spokesperson Alok Sharma will address a press conference in Ahmedabad today. Our correspondent reports that with their unique taglines, all the political parties are trying their best to woo young voters on social media. Jammu and Kashmir police recovered arms and some cash from a field in Samba district today. AIR Jammu correspondent reports that following reliable inputs about a suspicious package near Channi Manhasan in Vijaypur, the police rushed to the spot. Upon inspection, 1 IED, 2 pistols, 4 magazines, several batteries, a watch and cash of 5 lakh rupees were recovered from the package. Additional SP Samba Surinder Chaudhary said it is a case of a drone dropping from Pakistan to smuggle in weapons and cash for carrying out terror activities in the state. Officials said that there was a movement of a drone that was spotted in the area. Searches are being conducted nearby as more drone droppings are suspected. India's total coal production stands at 448 million tons as of October this year. This is 18% higher than the production of the corresponding period of last year. A Ministry of Coal release said that it has plans to keep building the stock so that production at thermal power plants goes up to 45 million tons by the end of March next year. The ministry is also planning to build stock at domestic coal-based plants to the tune of 30 million tons by the end of this month. The ministry is closely monitoring issues related to production, transportation and quality of domestic coal. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman chaired her 5th pre-budget 2023 consultations with the experts of services and trade in New Delhi today. The meeting was attended by Ministers of State for Finance Pankaj Chaudhary and Dr. Bhagwat Karad. It was also attended by Finance Secretary Dr. T.V. Somanathan and other senior officials. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
The Northeast Diary program, broadcast every Thursday and Sunday at 5:30 p.m., brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of the Northeast of India. In this week's Northeast Diary, on the 24th of November, we bring an exclusive interview with the young, promising athlete from Nagaland, Niketule Belho. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Welcome back to the Midday News. The government is open to making pro-farmer changes in the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana PMFBY in response to climate crisis and rapid technological advances. According to an official release, Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Manoj Ahuja stated that major revamp measures have been taken in the scheme post-2016 to address new challenges. He highlighted that several new fundamental features were also added in 2018, such as increasing the crop loss intimation period for farmers from 48 hours to 72 hours. India carried out a successful training launch of an intermediate-range ballistic missile Agni-3 from APJ Abdul Kalam Island in Odisha yesterday. The successful test was part of the routine user training launches carried out under the aegis of the Strategic Forces Command. The Defence Ministry said that the launch was carried out for a predetermined range and validated all operational parameters of the system. In Pakistan, Lieutenant General Asim Munir was appointed as the new Chief of Army Staff today. He will take over from outgoing General Qamar Javed Bajwa, who will retire later this month after a 6-year term. Pakistan's Information Minister Mariam Aurangzeb said Prime Minister Muhammad Shehbaz Sharif has decided to appoint Lieutenant General Sahir Shamshad Mirza as the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and Lieutenant General Syed Asim Munir as the Chief of the Army Staff. In Brazil, the Electoral Court has rejected a complaint from President Jair Bolsonaro's allies challenging the presidential election outcome. They had claimed that some of the electronic voting machines were flawed and demanded that those votes should be invalidated. In the ruling, the court described the challenge as offensive to democratic norms, adding that it sought to encourage criminal and anti-democratic movements. It also fined the parties in Bolsonaro's coalition to the tune of 22.9 million reais, which is approximately $4.27 million, for what the court described as bad faith litigation. Former President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva narrowly defeated Bolsonaro in the October 30th runoff election by a margin of less than 2 percentage points. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres highlighted India's contribution to climate action in an article. Mr. Guterres wrote in the article that everyone needs to make peace with nature, reduce our carbon footprints, and have a lifestyle that is compatible with a sustainable society and economy. The UN chief, who came to India in October to launch a major national and global initiative, Mission Life, Lifestyle for Environment, wrote that this initiative of Prime Minister Narendra Modi will mobilize citizens from all over the world to understand that they have a role to play. Talking about climate change, Mr. Guterres said, "We presently are consuming much more than the planet can produce." He said we need to think about how we behave, what we eat, and how we can recycle things and avoid waste. In the FIFA World Cup today, powerhouse Brazil will be seen in action at a time when upsets are in vogue, with both Argentina and Germany losing 2-1 to Saudi Arabia and Japan in the past 2 match days. We have this report.
On the 5th day today, Cristiano Ronaldo will hope to put his departure from Manchester United behind him as Portugal enter the fray against Ghana. Ronaldo will participate in his 5th and probably final World Cup with Portugal. Though the first kickoff features Xhaka-led Switzerland facing a 5-time AFCON winners Cameroon. The Europeans feature new coach and remain unbeaten in the World Cup qualifying. The second game of the day could prove to be another surprise result, with South Korea confirming that Manchester City midfielder Heung-min Son is fit to play against Uruguay at 6:30 p.m. Brazil is tipped to be favourite to win the tournament this year. Their first test comes in form of a dark horse Serbian team who topped their group in qualifying, beating Euro winners Portugal 2-1. Aarti Rana, News Desk.
In cricket, India will take on New Zealand in the first ODI of 3-match series at Eden Park in Auckland tomorrow. The match will start at 7 a.m. It will be broadcast live on DD Sports. For India, in the absence of skipper Rohit Sharma and vice-captain KL Rahul, Shikhar Dhawan will lead the ODI team. Team India's spirits are high as the men in blue clinched the 3-match T20 series against New Zealand 1-0 recently. The second ODI will be played on Sunday at Eden Park in Hamilton. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. India hosts High Commissioners and Ambassadors of over 60 countries at pre-launch celebration of International Year of Millets 2023. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar stresses importance of millets in food security amidst climate change and conflicts. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman holds pre-budget consultations with representatives of services sector. Home Minister Amit Shah to attend 400th birth anniversary celebrations of our home General Lachit Borphukan in New Delhi this evening. In FIFA World Cup today, Switzerland faces Cameroon, South Korea takes on Uruguay, and Portugal clashes with Ghana. And in cricket, India takes on New Zealand in the first ODI at Auckland tomorrow. DD Sports to telecast the match live from 7 a.m. onwards. And with that, we end the Midday News.